Zeke Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Down.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22, trouble, 38, ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ready?
Love with it on 1st down. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Set. 50, green.
Shotgun now for Love. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Got it.
3rd down. Eagles opting to go with a dime here.
Ready. Red, yellow. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
60. Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Go.
Here's a throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60. Trap 60. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. Finds a seam down the middle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Mustang 19. Ready.
2nd down, looking for options. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 65 cat. 65 cat. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. Let go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. Well, he's got the first down before they can make the tackle, so let's see what this penalty flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Get up. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Air it out on 3rd. He's finally caught after a big 3rd down game, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down.
Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. Elliott connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Edo blue. Ready?
Love from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Let's go. 45. White.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the bigger gap in the future.
Ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Ready. Blue, 32. Blaster, 6. Green Jack. Hut.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
Come on, Jack.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Slot receivers headed left.
Set, go.
To the air with Love. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. It's complete! Oh, my! They left him wide open downfield.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jair Alexander with the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Cougar 19. Bronco 80. Warrior 70.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More football from the link coming up in just a moment.
Okay, Rex.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
60. Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. Brought in right side. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
Okay.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. It's an interception. No, it's an incomplete pass. Ooh, a risky throw nearly picked off. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down that sideline. It's going to be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lions.
Another throw here on second down. Rolling left, buying some time. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
60 by Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Love now on first and 10. Got for big yards on the right side. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14.
Eagles 3. William Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18, Cup 19, Cup 19. Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey. Panther 60, Buffalo 18.
Working now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll throw. Third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
18 Rattler. 60 Maverick.
They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. At the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Ready, ready. Right, 95. Set, huh?
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. On the move, past the 40. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals will add to their lead at the end of the half. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Showing a little burst so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard
On the
line.
jump.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
60 vices, 60 vices. 19 tight, 19 tight. Pioneer. Ready, ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. Throws this one deep down the right side. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Warrior 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
To throw here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Loss of 11. It's second and 21 at the 41-yard line.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. He throws a bullet down the right side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Let go.
They'll run here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They're going play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throw here, third down. He's loaded another one up. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
60 Bison, Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He's going to try to throw for it. Caught, nice game left side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The running back gets it on a draw. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Okay,
last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Let's go now.
Draw play here. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough. Enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Third and long for him here. Complete out to the right side. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Vikings, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll throw for it. He connects downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's short of first after a mild gain.
It's now second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
60 Bison, Dragon 60. '79 Broncos.
To the air on third and long. Caught near the goal This drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Let go.
3rd down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
Warriors 70, Cowboy 80. Ready.
4th down, pass coming. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's going to field this at the 2. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost in midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Ready. 52, boom. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Set, ready. Black, 95. Ready.
Love now off the play action. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
If you want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Spike. Check.
1st down throw. Here's Love. On the move, headed right. Complete out to the right. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Love out of the shotgun. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14.
Eagles 17.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Jahan Dotson on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Come on, go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Thrown on first down, Love. That's cut at the 4. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there. Trey McBride, the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. He connects on the extra point try. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles 17. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First and 10, looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And he stopped quickly here, 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. Connects on the crosser. A lot of space ahead. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Go! Bronco 80. Let go.
Give now to the running back. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They'll run the draw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hurt.
First down, and they go right back to it. They stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals pick it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Cardinals continue piling it on here in the 4th. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again.
Eagles 17. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down. Gotta hurry this to the line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
I'll throw it.
2nd and 8.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
So that's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Ready.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Looking quickly here.
That's good for Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
They're throwing it. Flush down out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
a loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Yeah, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
52. Ready?
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So the